Hey
guys,
loves,
it's Joshua.
Savannah.
I hated that.
And first of all, before we get started with this video, this lighting is like not it. We tried, but just gonna have to deal with it for now. Sorry, I look extra ugly on this night, but we're so stupid. We probably should have just done it in there, but then we wouldn't have anywhere to put the food. So, okay, so this video is gonna kind of be like a mukbang slash us talking about our paranormal experiences.
My idea.
What? Okay, yeah, let's tell the audience what we have. Candy corn. Chips Ahoy.
Don't ever say it like that again.
Some plain old ass marshmallows. And some pumpkin flavored donuts. These are so good. I highly recommend you get these. What are you doing?
Why did you say that? I highly recommend you guys go buy these.
I'm just giving them a recommendation. I'm trying to be a nice person. Right.
Yeah.
Are you eating one right now?
Smell that.
I know. Ooh, I just died and went to heaven. Right.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, we have sweet treats because like that's Halloween, and we didn't have enough like Halloween. We probably should have went shopping before this video, but
we're stupid. So love that.
And we're gonna be talking about paranormal experience.
Okay, sorry, this intro is way too long. Okay. So
Cut me off.
Who wants to start?
You.
Okay, this isn't going to be all about a particular instance, I guess, but it's just going to be about something I've experienced before in general a few different times. So there's been a few different times where I've heard something, but like I knew no one was there. And I've actually heard my name being whispered a few different times, but like I was just alone and I was like, who just said my name? And there was just no one there, so that was like, there's just no explanation for that.
Right.
Just gonna have a marshmallow because haven't had a marshmallow in a while. Alright, you think of a story.
Okay. So my grandma lived in a house, obviously. And we all thought it was haunted, but nobody ever listened. I'm not gonna like talk about anybody else's English. I'm not gonna talk about anybody else's experiences except for mine. So there's this hallway bathroom. You know what those are, right? Like the hallway bathrooms in the hallway. And everybody was scared to use it because like the hallway was creepy. Alright. And so was the bathroom. So I had to because the other bathroom was being used. And so when I was, you know, peeing.
Hated that.
Same. I saw somebody's hands grab the shower curtain and a head peek out. Now, at first I thought it was my, like, I thought it was, like, my imagination, like, but first I thought it was my imagination, and here comes Dad, so, okay. And then somebody else saw something, and they described it, and then that's when I knew that it wasn't my imagination, because she had the same, like, description as what I saw. And then everybody started saying the same thing, like, they saw the same thing. And so, like, what we all saw was, like, a little girl, black hair, white dress, and, like, green eyes. And, like, green eyes, and everybody saw the same thing. So I knew it wasn't, like, my mind playing tricks on me then. Right.
Why are they so tiny? They're like, not even normal size.
Okay, I'm going in for a donut. Not that one.
Oh, they sound... I was gonna say they sound mini. They say they're mini right there with my dumb ass.
You're good. So, yeah.
Okay, my turn?
We'll just, like, take turns, yeah. Okay, your story. Right. It could be one you told already.
Okay. So, I don't remember how long ago this was. But basically, one night, I was just, chilling. And I heard this really loud noise, but I didn't know what it was. But I was kind of creeped out. So, I fall asleep, whatever. Never figure out what it is. The next day...
You probably should have figured out what it was.
Oh, no, I did. Let me finish. So the next day, we live in a duplex and my grandma lives on the other side. So I go over to her house.
Love that. Oh, no.
And there's this big crack on the side of the wall that's like, it's pretty long. It's like...
Also me.
And we were so confused. We were like, how did that get there? Because it looked like someone had taken a knife and like carved into the side of the wall. And we had like a plumber come or whatever, and we thought it was like something like with the foundation of the house, but Ma asked about it and the plumber said that it wasn't the foundation. So we never figured out what it was. I don't know if that was necessarily paranormal or not. It was just really weird because like we never figured out like how it happened. And like I actually heard it like when the wall was cracking or whatever the hell happened. I just didn't realize that like that's what was happening at the time. But I don't know why it creeped me out so much, because towards the end of like the line or whatever, it was like carved like weirdly. It almost looked like a house. And so like if it was just the foundation, I don't understand how the foundation like perfectly made it look like that, if that makes any sense. It really looked like someone had just taken a knife and like carved into the wall, but that's not possible, so.
Unless somebody was to like break in. But who would break in and carve in a house on the wall? Unless you're an artiste.
Right.
Kill me now.
Okay, your turn.
So, hello. My dad just died.
Right. As he says so. Daddy, if you don't... Okay.
So, we don't live in the same house yet.
Right.
I was downstairs, sleeping on the ground for whatever reason. Where I belong.
So,
I was sleeping on the floor, and it was during like the winter, I guess, because the heater was on. Right. And then I woke up, the TV was off, because TVs do that. And then I hear somebody whisper my name. So, like, I try to ignore it, and they do it again, and I hear it again. And so, like, I just turned the TV on.
Did you hear Daddy just whisper your name?
Stop! I'll go in there and punch you in the face. No, that was a ghost.
Right.
Right. Stop, I was just about to say that. Rude. So then...
Boy, if you don't shut your ass up.
Then I just turned the TV back on and went back to bed. But... I realized that the voice sounded so familiar. It sounded like my grandpa. And he died like a month before that happened. So he died in June. And it happened in like... Okay, maybe it wasn't that close because I said it was in the winter. July's not winter. Logic. But whatever, he died in June. And it sounded like him, and I told my mom, and she said it might have been him. So.
Alright, let's each tell one more story.
That's the whole damn tea rock.
You sounded like a fucking hillbilly. I hated that.
Because I am.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not.
To make things even more diabetes.
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 Eating cookies with pop.
Vanilla. You've been canceled. Vanilla Coke. Don't do that. I was doing ASMR, right?
You know, I don't like ASMR because it feels like sexual to me. I don't know why.
Sexual.
I think it's because, like, when someone's whispering, it just feels intimate. Like, it just feels like, I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable. Okay, so anyways, let me think of a scary one, obviously.
My, when I was born, it's pretty scary for you, right?
Same. In every moment sense.
I think that was the saddest thing. I just dropped my candy corn. Ew!
Trying to think of, like, a
Today would be
scary
great.
one. Like, I have a bunch of little ones, but I'm trying to think of a really good one.
Have you had sleep paralysis?
No, I haven't. I think I did once, but it only lasted like 2 seconds, so. Okay, I'll talk about this. It's not necessarily paranormal, but it could be, so. When I was little, I used to have a recurring nightmare. And it was about Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. He was chasing me. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? Like, because he's supposed to kill people in their sleep, so, like, I actually thought I was going to be murdered, like, in real life. And you know how a lot of the times when you have a dream or have a nightmare and you wake up and you don't really remember it?
Well, how old were you when this happened?
I don't know. I just know I was younger. It probably started when I was, like, 7 or something like that. And it didn't stop for a while, but I haven't had it for a few years. But anyways, in the nightmare was always the same, but sometimes there would be a few things different about it, but it was always like Freddy chasing me. And I would always wake up before I died. Like, I don't remember a time where I ever actually died in the dream. But what was weird about it was almost every time I had it, I would remember having it. And, like, when I was little, I obviously didn't understand, but, like, thinking back, I think it's really weird how, like, I always remembered it, and I just never understood why I had the same nightmare over and over again. Like, I don't know, it just never made any sense to me.
Well,
I think it's supposed to, like, symbolize something. Like, if you have the same dream
I bet she's
over
gonna
and over.
die.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Me. So I heard that you usually wake up before you die in a dream because your brain can't process what dying is and what comes after it. So that's why you never really, like, when you die in a dream, you never really, like, go past that.
Love that.
Shout out to conspiracy theories on Instagram, because basic.
Alright.
I'll do my last story.
Okay. Love that.
Do I look?
I did that.
Right. My last story's short. Right. So, I'm going dead record. So,
Today, Junior.
I'm sorry. I had to eat and drink every freaking thing I see in my peripheral vision. So, ew, that laugh was awkward. When we moved into our house, this was like 7 years ago, we still live there, but I remember when we moved in, the basement obviously creeped everybody out, because it's a basement, but, right, so, let's count how many times I've said that. So,
Are you good?
not really.
You literally sounded like you were dying.
I guess my mom, she went down in the basement and she saw something dart across the, if I say again, I give you permission to smack me. She saw something dart across the, damn it. She saw something dart across the basement. And she described it to us. It was like a black figure. Me. And she, I guess, never goes back down in the basement again. So, like, when we have, like, tornadoes and stuff, she won't go down in the basement. She'll sit, like, on the stairs. And I never really see anything in the basement, but I always get bad vibes going in there because, it's a basement. And they're spooky.
Great.
Spooky, scary
Love
skeletons. Hated that. I've eaten like 20 of these. Let's just get a count on how many of these I've eaten. Me?
Yep, love that. Okay, so that's it for this video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below suggestions for us to do for the rest of October. We're going to see Halloween in theaters on Sunday, so we might vlog some of that, maybe.
What she means by maybe
We'll
is
see.
no. So don't get your hopes up.
No. Wow, you have so much faith in me. Follow us on
Oh, the social media.
follow us on all our social media.
How's
Punch
that like?
me. Hit me.
How's that like?
Turn on our post notifications and
What's our social
subscribe
media?
and all that fun stuff. My Instagram is @SavannahMalaby. His is @JoshuaMalaby. My Twitter is @SavannahMalaby. And I don't know what the fuck his is.
I don't have a Snapchat. Or a Twitter.
Okay. Love that. Okay, I can't. I just really need to control myself.
Right. Do I look?
Not very good at it, but bye. Ew, stop commenting.
That was so rude, and I touched your boob. Love that.
What'd be the first time?
I get away from the camera. That was so close.